Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the doomed rat's nest. My pips have grown up, they planted the trees. They're just about all growing branches, like 97%. Circuit overloaded. Oh. Yeah, we'll get back to that. I've got transport tubes. Alright, back over here. So I'm putting in a liquid hydrogen and oxygen setup before I send the rest of the builders out of here. We have dug almost the entire map. I left this section because this water is near enough to 1,000,000 kilograms per tile. Yeah, these came in at 930,000 kilograms and are being held in place, amazingly enough. But we did hire, wherever he is, Harold, who's been running on the wheel. He is the rancher cook, so he'll handle all this, and I'll probably print him out a friend once we're done. But while normally hydrogen oxygen setups are kind of boring, I'm going to try something different with this one. I've got a power shutoff here, so that way if this one's on, that one's off. It'll turn off the power going to that aqua tuner, and that way I can run it all off of one power wire. That's the idea. We'll get finished up with the build. I'll crack off the top to get it all down to a vacuum and see what happens. It is definitely nice having a good dedicated group of builders. My plan for making this into a vacuum involves this little wall right here. By blocking this background, oxygen over here should get sucked all out into space, and then hopefully this won't come across. Maybe I gotta build this up one higher. But I can also just get rid of that tile. This one's all done. Yep, we got some super coolant coming in. I'll seal in this side because it is the oxygen side. And then I can crack open the top all the way down and make a vacuum. And of course I find a secondary problem, which is apparently my toilets are backed up. Think about putting in a liquid tank and then realize I just don't care. I would rather do this. Something like that, and then I can just dump it. It happens. And then to make sure my dupes have toilets to use, set all this back to uncontrolled, and then they can use the toilets in the rockets while I get this sorted. And there we go. Also converted this over to radiant, which will actually help cool the thimble reed. What a concept. But we'll pump all the water out and then turn all that back on. Now, how are you guys doing? You probably have enough water. Get that swept out. Get all this sealed in. Now, I do need a ladder so I can sweep this stuff. It's not the fastest method of making a vacuum, but it should get there. We'll sweep all that out. Okay, back here at the main base. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and get the transit tubes put in. So we got dupes in tubes, heading to various spots, mostly down here to the bottom of the map where they're needed. But the main base has been pretty stable ever since I got the power situation sorted out. There's 2,000 kilograms being stored in there. And it looks like I have not checked on my sour gas boiler in a bit. It's running a bit lean. Yep, which is perfect. I've been trying to find that balance point. So we can crank these up a little bit. So I think 4750 is probably a good amount. If we look over here at the ice planet, and I want to head here soon, I think I've got enough power stored up. That's just ridiculous. What a great way to store power. I love it. Ah, the laws of unintended consequences. I flooded my vent. So this vent needs to move up. Is anybody allowed outside? Let's see what happens. Okay, well, a little bit of mopping gets the carbon dioxide going again. And then they can all build the vents. It's always something with this game. I was all happy that I made a high pressure vent, forgetting that it's just gonna overpressurize with the water I put out there. There are probably better ways of making a vacuum, but this will get there. I think what I am gonna do is crack this open because it's funny. So if I just come in like that. Surprised it didn't immediately break through there. Well, let's see how much several million kilograms of water actually is. Yeah, that number's not even changing. Hey, there we go. The physics in this game is sometimes just funny. Alright, let's get the rest of this out of here. I don't want to leave a job half done, not when I've got building dupes over here. And that's just a nice looking wave right there. Yeah, there's still a million over here. Oh, there it is. I gotta zoom out. I gotta zoom out. Oh, this is totally gonna be the thumbnail. Okay, that was a bit more than I was expecting. Oh, God. Okay, that is not at all what I was expecting. Oh, we're getting pressure damage on everything. We're killing all the trees. Just, wow. Yeah, that, I can honestly say that is not what I was expecting this to look like at all. I mean, it looks like it's starting to come back down up here. Just, okay, well, all my making a vacuum might have been for naught. I mean, this pressure has to come down at some point, right? Just absolutely wow. Like, I knew there was a lot of water in there, but I did not think it was that much. Yeah, we broke everything. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to save and reload because I don't want to have to rebuild everything, but that was awesome. Alright, so what I learned is one, save before you open this up, put in a couple layers of protection. Now I gotta rebuild all this. But that's why we save and reload sometimes, and sometimes you do something you think it's gonna be funny and it ends up being a gigantic mistake. But I'm just about caught up to where I was. I think I put in a pump at this time to help this get down to a vacuum. I just need that power wire finished. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We have the super coolant coming back in. We're all set. It should come as a shock to no one in this game that using a pump is definitely getting the air pressure down faster. I was still getting some oxygen crossing here, so I got that tile put in and that seemed to have helped as well. So a little bit longer, then I can seal this all back in. And, ooh, we've got meat. So a couple of our critters have died. Ah, the newest, slowest building dupe. And he didn't even finish it. But this part got down to a vacuum, now I'm waiting for this. Should be getting there shortly. And we'll sweep up as we go. That's done. I mean, really, this room doesn't need to be in a vacuum. It's just in the middle, and I'll be filling it full of hydrogen. We're down to that last little bit. Alright, and this should be the last tile. Let's turn on the gases. I don't know why I made these out of insulated. It does not matter. Oh, and I need to hook up you so we can pressurize this room. And you we can set to if you are above -185. Yep, and see this opens. So now this aqua tuner won't turn on even though it's getting a green signal. Nope, not 24. 240. What? Oh, it's disconnected. I was wondering why that's a different color. It's disconnected on purpose. And I think that's just a great way of doing this, of having one power wire. Hardly ever do you need to run both full tilt. I want to get the oxygen down first. As it starts to catch, as it gets down to temperature, then the hydrogen will turn on and off, and then once, yeah, it should all sort itself out. Awesome. Well, and we've already got steam. I'm going to leave this alone for a little bit. We're going to let the dupes here clean up for a while, and we'll see how this does when it gets down towards temperature. Just want to test to make sure this does what I think. If I do that, boom, immediately this one turns on. Don't know why I haven't thought of that before. And I got you back here just in time for a save. And then that one turns on, and immediately this one's off. Perfect. Alright, Harold, you're staying. Everybody else is going. Let's load up and launch. To avoid my ladder issues, I think if I just set these all to crew, and they all should come get in. And only poor Harold is left with his one suit. We can deliver one more. And then this area stayed a vacuum. Perfect. And this we can open back up because we don't need it anymore. And Harold will print you out a friend as soon as one becomes available. And I then have to go back through every rocket, get the dupes to take off the suits and deliver them. But it looks like all the toilets are enabled. Oh, and you just don't have... Oh no, you've got some, just not enough. And speaking of rockets, we are drilling away. Way to go, dupes. Let's see if we can't find Harold a friend over here. That's a no, that's a no. That's a no. Sorry, Harold. There was nobody good in there. Ah, it's too bad. Also waiting for him to get one more skill point so we can start cooking up the meat. But he's got 300,000 calories in berry sludge. He should be okay. Maybe next printing cycle. Oh, all of my rockets should be coming in for landing, and there is the first bit of liquid oxygen. That was quick. Yeah, right now I have this set just at that point because I know it's going to bounce, so I might as well let it, and that will get the temperature over here down. Ah, I love it when a system works. Did one land? No. These guys are all about to. And here come the rockets. Yeah, so it doesn't remember that I set it to crew before they left. Interesting. What? Why? Oh, I guess they're picking up the polluted water. Well, somebody lost a suit. That's gonna cause me problems. I should put a nice drain on my liquid oxygen system over here, but I think I've got plenty stored up. I mean, those two rockets have already filled, it's already flowing back. And I don't even think the oxygen's turned it back on yet. No, it is. We're starting to pump some more in. So I just gotta reload them up with material and launch them to the next planet. Oh, I believe the big rocket's gonna land before these other ones do. Empty and empty. Alright, Harold, who do we got? Somebody who can't dig is bad. I don't know, tidying. I mean, you can't do decor, but that's fine. Lindsay, you can live right here. And anyone can run on the wheel who wants to. And so very slow. I love new dupes. What does that bring me up to? 34. So many rockets. Alright, you enable so we can get another platform made. And we want you to be more ceramic. Frankie, you can get out of there. You don't have to stay. Oh, another rocket. We need one more to come in. One thing I haven't looked at in a while. Plastic. We have 265 tons, and there's a whole bunch sitting in the rockets. Thermium. Really? I guess a lot of it's in the rockets right now. And what was it? Oh, yeah. We've been making super coolant for a while. 137 tons. Oh, that's good stuff. And our last glorious rocket has returned. Put up some food. More ceramic. Yeah, this is going to take a while because I've got to load up all the gas tanks again. So I think we're going to call that successful. We've got liquid oxygen. This is coming down in temperature. It's almost down to liquid hydrogen. Harold's got a friend. Does Harold have a skill? Harold does. We have barbecue. Yeah, these guys are now set on food and they've got a friend. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day and we will see you next time as we head over to probably the tree planet.